In movies, love is a lightning strike, sudden, dramatic, and perfect. But real love isn't instant magic. It's more like tending a garden. You plant a seed, nurture it, and watch it grow, slowly, with effort. Neglect doesn't kill love overnight. It fades quietly, almost invisibly. Small needs go unmet, kind words are left unsaid, and laughter is missed. Over time, the vibrant connection dulls, replaced by emptiness or disappointment. There's rarely a single villain or dramatic betrayal, just a gradual drift. Understanding this helps us let go of shame and unrealistic expectations. Love isn't a Hollywood fantasy, it's a living thing that needs care. By seeing love as something we must actively tend, we can spot the first signs of withering before it's too late. It's not a personal failure when love fades, it's a human experience. The real challenge is learning to be better gardeners in our relationships. We can stop chasing effortless passion and start nurturing what we have. That's how real love survives. And that's how we give it a chance to bloom again. Early love is limerence, a chemical high that feels addictive. Your partner seems perfect. Every moment is thrilling, and you're obsessed. But this rocket fuel phase isn't meant to last forever. When the intensity fades, it's not failure, it's biology. What follows is companionate love, quieter, steadier, built on trust and deep affection. The brain shifts from fireworks to the warmth of a steady hearth. This is the love that endures. Comfortable silences, shared routines, real partnership. The mistake is thinking the end of limerence means the end of love. Chasing that high leads to endless cycles of disappointment. True love is what happens after the rocket boosters fall away. It's about navigating life together, not just enjoying the launch. Understanding this transition is key to lasting relationships. That's how love matures and survives. Small annoyances in relationships are like drops of water on stone. One is nothing, but over time, they wear away the foundation. A wet towel on the bed, a forgotten thank you. Tiny things, easily dismissed. But when repeated, they become symbols of neglect or disrespect. Each small frustration is a paper cut. Alone, they heal, but together, they sting. Resentment builds quietly, changing how you see your partner. The quirks you loved now irritate you. You start keeping score, collecting evidence of every disappointment. The emotional distance grows, filled with unspoken grievances. Eventually, a trivial argument erupts. But it's never about the towel. It's about the hundreds of tiny moments that came before. Love erodes not from grand betrayals, but from the slow drip of everyday neglect. Recognizing and addressing these small issues is crucial. Otherwise, resentment becomes the silent poison that kills love. Don't let the little things go unchecked. The real danger in relationships isn't fighting, it's silence. When partners stop arguing, it can feel peaceful, but it's often surrender. Emotional disengagement begins quietly. You stop sharing your day, your feelings. You turn to others for support, living parallel lives under one roof. Conversations become logistical, curiosity fades, and you stop being a team. The silence becomes a wall, more damaging than conflict. Arguments show you still care. Silence means you've given up. This drift is slow and unintentional, driven by stress and busyness. Without active engagement, the relationship loses direction, like a boat without a rudder. The quiet feels safe, but it's the sound of love slipping away. By the time you notice, the distance can feel impossible to cross. Emotional distance, not conflict, is often the true end of love. Recognizing this drift is the first step to turning back. Don't mistake silence for peace. Fight for connection before it's too late. Sometimes we fall in love with who we become around our partner. They reflect back an idealized version of ourselves, funnier, smarter, more alive. Their admiration boosts our self-esteem, making us feel special. But if our self-worth depends entirely on their validation, love becomes fragile. Life changes. Stress, illness, or hardship can cloud that mirror. When your partner can't reflect your best self, the magic fades. You might think they've changed, but really, the circumstances have. If love was just about how they made you feel about yourself, it can vanish when the reflection does. True love is about seeing and valuing each other as whole people, not just as mirrors. Otherwise, when the mirror cracks, so does the relationship. Lasting love requires self-worth that isn't outsourced. Love your partner, but also love yourself, independent of their reflection. That's the foundation for real connection. Realizing love has faded is painful, but it's not the end of your story. It's a crossroads, a chance to reflect and grow. Ask, was it limerence that faded, or has resentment built up? Can you rebuild, or is it time to part ways? Sometimes, the end of one kind of love makes space for something new, if both are willing to work. Other times, letting go is the kindest choice. Endings aren't failures, they can be acts of self-respect and courage. Love's journey is rarely a straight line. Whether you reconnect or move on, face the truth with honesty and compassion. This is how you find peace, and maybe a new beginning. The fading of love is not shameful, it's simply part of being human.